Let's start with your reading, Gemini. This reading is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. Keep in mind that the energies do go both ways, especially for cross-watchers. Feel free to interpret the direction of the messages as it best resonate with your own personal situation. Also, I am still selecting people for free personal readings. If you do need one, just keep watching to know how to get selected. Now, let's see what messages we have for you today. Interesting. All right. So the energy at the bottom of the deck is Seven of Cups. And what I'm seeing here right away is that you are feeling indecisive about a situation. There is something right here which perhaps you're very tempted to do, to invest into, but at the same time, you're trying to be cautious because this might be looking too good to be true. There is something about this person or this overall situation that it's not convincing you yet. It feels like a temptation. And usually when you perceive something as a temptation, you don't really go for it immediately. You try to resist. You're trying to find reasons why not to do it. But so far, it's mostly happening in your head. You might have seen something, you might have heard something, but at the same time, it's not big enough, strong enough to completely let you know or make you decide to let go and not invest into this. In fact, we see right here that perhaps one of the things that you're trying to focus on is trying to not have super high expectations, because this person, this situation really feels as though it can make you absolutely happy. It could make you feel as though you have it all, as if you have achieved one of the main goals for you. You're definitely attracted and you see this as a potential to be happy. But at the same time, when you are close to the sun, sometimes you risk to get burned. And right here, that's what you are afraid. Is it too good to be true? Once I get there, will I get burned? Will I get maybe heartbroken? There is something right here, and we see clearly also with the Two of Swords that maybe either you are delaying the situation, trying to make a decision, or maybe this person is. We will see what that's about. Overall, in the middle of the reading, we have the exact element that right now you are trying to analyze. First of all, this Knight of Cups. This clearly is someone very charming, someone who you could easily fall in love with. This person seems to be someone transparent, someone honest, someone who follows their heart whenever they have to make a decision. And so overall, you see their vulnerable side and they show you their vulnerable side so that you show them yours. And this sometimes, or most of the times, is absolutely beautiful and amazing. But when you have these doubts, perhaps you're thinking that this person is wanting you to see them vulnerable so that you become vulnerable as well. And maybe they could take advantage of that. Now, this is all in your head. This is not really happening. What we see, in fact, is you trying to keep away from a situation that could make you happy because there are certain things that are not convincing you at the moment. Now, we have this beautiful Knight of Cups, someone who's seeking a connection, and maybe you're seeking a connection with them, someone who seems like someone who would be devoted to you, but at the same time, instead of completely going for this, you're really trying to be a little distant, a little protective. Even if you're not doing it with actions, inside of you, you're thinking, you know what, maybe I should take my time. Maybe I should wait a little longer to see how things evolve before fully entering a situation with someone who maybe really is too good to be true. There is something else here that you're trying to find out before you completely let go here. The King of Swords, especially in this context, is someone who is saying, I cannot feel too much right now. Maybe you're also focusing on life, on your work. There is something right here that might require a lot of your time and energy, and you cannot afford to have that energy go wasted towards someone who maybe is going to jeopardize a certain stability that right now you have and that you want to keep. In your past position, the Fool. And so maybe this is how you have handled these sort of situations up to this point. Were you the type of person that immediately trusts another person? Someone who doesn't see anything wrong, doesn't focus on any potential red flag, but just takes the risk because that's what you feel you want to do at that moment in time. Maybe up to this point, you've been more like this, more prone to take a risk, to go for something that maybe can be hurtful, but at that moment feels good and you just want to follow your intuition and your dreams. And so this is where you're coming from. And maybe, unfortunately, it hasn't paid off. There is someone here who made you realize in the past that it's best to focus on the red flags before it's too late. With the full energy in the reading, you still want to find the passion. You still want to find that type of connection that truly makes you feel alive and gives you this happiness that we see right there with the sun. You just want to make sure that you do it with the right person, someone who is on the same page as you, who wants the same thing that you want. And right here we see in your focus position the Ace of Cups. So if this person hasn't come forward with an offer of love, with an invite, with a message, they're going to do that soon. And this really will be the time where you will have to make a choice. With the Ace of Cups, you have a new beginning. You have the potential, of course, for a new beginning. Your heart here is awakening again, new feelings coming in. This could have already happened or is about to happen soon with this person who you're still trying to analyze and make sure that it's not going to be someone you're going to regret investing into. So get ready for this, because this truly will occupy a lot of room into your mind. This is going to be something that you're going to focus on and something that can be life-changing. Now, you would say it's just a relationship, it's just love, how it can change my life. This right here with the Sun and the Fool overall, it looks very powerful, and powerful love can have a deep impact on your environment, therefore on your future. So in your strength position, we have something to talk about that is important, which is this Nine of Pentacles. You have strength in your independence. Now, does that mean that you shouldn't be with anyone, that you shouldn't allow anyone in? No, that's not what this card is saying. This card is saying you have to feel spiritually and materially abundant alone by yourself, not looking for someone in order to feel balanced, in order to feel at peace and in harmony. This is something very important, and I know that you, Gemini, are all about wanting to be independent and wanting to not depend on anyone for important things, for things that are a need, not a want, things that are a must-have, not a nice-to-have. And so overall here, what you have is a message that talks about, even if you're looking for love, make sure that you feel stable, that you feel independent before this person comes in, because this is a powerful energy and it can make you act in ways that maybe you might regret down the line. If you feel that you're actually looking for love and you feel lonely, then you might start setting up a dynamic between the two of you that later on you might regret. You might sacrifice things that for you instead are important. And so right here, what this card is telling you is make sure to have everything you need to just work on yourself, on your confidence, and on your independency before this person officially comes in, because that is going to be fundamental for the success of this new chapter right here. Supporting the reading, Eight of Cups. And this is interesting because maybe what you are doing here is focusing on the negatives. No one can blame you here because you're coming from a place where instead all you were focusing on was the positives. And now, in order to not make certain mistakes again, you're doing the opposite. It's very important right here to find a balance in between these two energies. The key to the success of this chapter and every love situation that you're going to experience in the future is being in between these two cards, being ready to take a risk, but at the same time being ready to focus on the facts, not being negative, just being realist, making sure that you see things for what they are. And this person doesn't seem like someone who wants to take advantage of you, of the situation. This really seems like a person who maybe has been a player at some point in their life, but right now with you, things are completely different. In your hidden energy position, coming towards you, the Queen of Cups, and the most important message behind this card is experiencing energies, situations, and events that will make you see the overall situation and this person in a brand new light. They're about to do something right here which will make you see them for who they really are. And right now, this Knight of Cups evolving into the Queen of Cups is definitely a very powerful evolution. This is not something that you should take for granted because it feels like this person is elevating themselves in order to be able to be with you, in order to be able to show you who they really are and convince you of the fact that you are safe in their arms. You're safe in loving them. And so right here with the Queen of Cups, something is coming up which talks about honesty, talks about connecting with you on a very deep emotional level. And as we were saying earlier, when this happens, you will see them and the situation in a new light. This, of course, is that turning point. And from this moment forward, two things can happen. You can see them in a way that will actually validate your fears and will let you know what, it's best to not get involved with this person yet. Or it could make you see them as someone absolutely safe, absolutely worthy of your love, depending on what they're going to do here and depending on how you're going to interpret it. So overall, the main message is expect a turning point with someone who you feel the attraction, but you're trying to be cautious with. So let's see what this Queen of Cups is going to be. This, with the Ace of Swords right here as well, feels like an unexpected event, some sort of information which will initiate a new beginning for you. Let's see what this Queen of Cups is going to be. Let's see what this person feels for you, their true intentions, and not just for the short-term future, but also for the long-term future. Let's see what they're about to do and how this overall situation is going to evolve. My gut feeling is that this is good and it's not something you should be concerned about. But let's find out the details and let's see how this connection is bound to evolve given the current energies. If you want to dive deeper into the messages, Gemini, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every week, I randomly select viewers that have watched the extended video to offer them a 100% free 30-minute reading. I send out emails every Monday morning to confirm. Make sure to check out your spam folder as well. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Gemini. I just started shuffling this deck and I've seen at the bottom of the deck the Nine of Cups right away. I'm gonna put it on the side since you didn't see that on camera, but overall this looks good, Gemini. I know that it's hard to believe sometimes because when you get so close to something or someone which embodies everything you were looking for and more, it is scary. It is scary because at that point you know that you're becoming vulnerable. You know that you are entering a chapter that it's going to deeply impact the months to come, if not the years to come. So right here, what we can do is definitely focusing on this Queen of Cups, Ace of Swords, and see what this person is about to do in the near future, which in theory is going to make you see them in a new light. And then we will look into their true feelings and true intentions towards you, as well as looking into the overall evolution of the situation. If you have followed me for a while now, you know that very often when I clarify cards, these cards are the first ones that come up. And so this Queen of Cups right now, it's coming back up, and that's actually a very powerful message. It means that we are in tune with a flow of messages that are trying to get to you and that you should know about. So let's see right here what the universe is trying to let you know, because I do believe that with these messages, upcoming messages, your actions might change and overall your outcome is going to change. So let's see what this Queen of Cups and Ace of Swords is about. Oh my God. Cards really want to talk to you. All right. Wow. I mean, clearly you should know about this because it's going to happen fast. This is happening.